Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to beautiful John Randall Field here at Chehankapah Park, Wahpeton, North Dakota. And welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. And welcome to our pregame show brought to you by Vaterstad. Vaterstad, welcome to our world of farm machinery, offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick branded machinery. Vaterstad, locally owned here in Wahpeton, North Dakota, and run and operated. And I'm Joe Schreiner, and I'm joined here in the booth on top of John Randall Field grandstand by Brian Watson. Beat up?
Sitting up here in Taj Mahal right now.
How about that?
This nice little press box we got here at John Randall
Field. I did
Field.
a little work this summer, or this spring, I should say, and finished her off. We got the window trim left to do, and a little door trim, but carpet is in, and nice soft chairs for everybody. How about that?
You're going to have to be careful. They might try and hire you out.
No. You come and look at the finish work. There ain't nobody going to hire me out. All right, welcome once again, everybody, to the Vaterstad pregame show. Welcome to our world of farm machinery, offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick branded machinery. And I'm going to quick run through the starting lineups here, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose for our game today between the Cheyenne Mustangs coming in here in the EDC at 2-0. And your Wahpeton Huskies coming in at 1-1. Batting first in center field for the Mustangs is Trey Stocker. Batting second is Brennan Hammond. He'll be the pitcher. Batting third will be number 2, Evan Berg, the third baseman. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, Tate Gustafson. And he'll be batting for the shortstop, Carter Carlson. Batting fifth will be Ryder Weigel, and he is in left field, and he'll wear number 20. Batting sixth will be Cooper Borgardt. He is a right fielder wearing number 8, and number 7th hitter will be number 21, Casey Clementson. He'll be at first base. And Grant Workenthien, he'll be the catcher and batting 8th. Batting 9th will be James Hagan, second baseman, wearing number 6. Assistant coaches Jason Belke, Gerald Erlob, and head coach Ryan Bodell. So there's your lineups for the Cheyenne Mustangs. Again, coming in here 2-0 in the EDC, and the Wahpeton Huskies here are the home team in game number 1. And their lineups will go as follows, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Our batting leadoff hitter will be number 4, Torrey Ulick. He'll be out in center field. Caden Kappas will bat second in his usual spot at shortstop. Jackson Fleeflet will be the catcher, wearing number 7. Jaden King will get the start on the hill tonight. He'll wear number 6. And Caden Hawkert will be the second baseman, and he will wear number 9, batting 5th. And batting 6th will be Riley Timian over in his usual spot at third base, wearing number 11. The 7th hitter will be Josiah Hoffman at first base. Kind of a new position for Josiah this year, but Josiah doing well and accepting that position very well. And left fielder will be number 2, that's Sterling Warney. He'll bat 8th, and Gavin Schroeder, the right fielder, batting 9th, will wear number 13. For assistant coaches, Hunter McCall, Will Ulick, and Andrew Lundsetter. There's your starting lineups for the 1-1 Wahpeton Huskies. They defeated Valley City and fell to Shanley 1-0 the other day. And so they're coming in at 1-1. They're in about the middle of the pack in the EDC, Brian, and a beautiful day here at John Randall. Sun-kissed sky, and we are ready for some spring baseball.
A lot different from yesterday, that's for sure. I was outside at a track meet yesterday.
It was chilly. I stopped for about 5 minutes, and I said, I'm going home, buddy.
Yeah, it was a little brisk, we'll say.
Watch some
but looking forward to this today. Nice day for baseball.
Yep.
Good day to have a home opener for the Huskies.
So they're going to have the introductions here, Brian, and want to mention, too, our scoreboard sponsor, as always, Farmers Union Insurance, and Kyle DeVries. We want to thank Kyle for being our scoreboard sponsor. Our Mound Visit sponsor will be Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. And we've got a new sponsor here. They've been with us before many times, but it's a new sponsor for us for Call to the Pen. So whenever there's a bullpen change, OSPTI will be our bullpen sponsor and your therapy clinic of choice with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and, of course, in Breckenridge. Thanks, OSPTI. Our post-game sponsor will be Mindak Farmers Cooperative, offering $2,000 sign-on bonuses for full-time employment. Check out their webpage at www.mdf.coop. Once again, Mindak Farmers Co-op, our post-game sponsor. So stay tuned after the game here. We'll have a quick post-game, and then we'll have one after game 2 as well. And then also our general sponsors, the Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, the City of Wahpeton, Three Rivers Crisis Center, and, of course, don't forget Gripper Sports, downtown Dakota Avenue. For all your favorite sports teams apparel, contact Gripper and Tyler down on Dakota Avenue for all your favorite sports teams apparel. They make these cool signs, too, that are made out of mesh. They made a couple of signs for us here, and we've got some more that we're going to hang up down here at John Randall Field for the Legion season. And they're pretty sharp. So if you need a nice vinyl sign and they make it out of mesh, go down and see Tyler or Grip, and they'll get one made up for you. Plus any other metals or anything like that you need, jerseys, whatever. They made some nice jerseys I saw for Post 20. I was down there visiting with Tyler the other day, Brian, and Tyler's got some nice jerseys that came in for Post 20 here, so they'll be sporting some new gear here this summer.
You're always feeling good in the new unis, Joe.
Yeah, when that team finishes in the state Class A champion, I guess they can ask for a little more.
Yeah, you got to get some new gear. Say, what have you done for me lately? Well, I don't know. We just won a state championship. We should get something.
They should get something. So
you got to look good if you're going to play good.
They did get some new jerseys and some new pants too as well. So the Post 20 guys will have some new jerseys here this summer. So we're looking forward to that. Our umpires for today's game, behind the plate, Josh Nordick. And also on the bases, Mr. Roy King. So there's your starting lineups along with your umpires for today's game. PA announcer here is Mike Rittenauer. You can hear him across the way. And then scoreboard operator is Brad Hoffman. And I think we're just about ready to go here for our first baseball game. We had a softball game the other day, B-Dub, and had a good time at that. And I think they might even be playing today as well. I think they're playing Rossay today. And then I think the Cowboys are at home today against Purim in a makeup game.
There's a lot of activity going on with all the cancellations that have happened. Things are kind of coming fast and furious, and I think, any day of the week you can find any spring activity that you want to go to. It's probably going to be happening at some point during the week. So we got a bunch going on today, a bunch going on Thursday too as well.
Oh, we'll be here tomorrow too.
And we'll be here tomorrow for NDSCS. So we just got activities almost every day of the week, and everybody trying to cram everything in. This will be the first home game for Wahpeton, and then tomorrow for NDSCS, that'll be their first and final home game. They've had to move everything out west, so they'll have their first home game tomorrow, and we'll bring that to them on Sophomore Day.
All right, we'll pause as we honor America here and our veterans past and present for our national anthem. All right, there's your national anthem as we honor America and our veterans past and present at home and abroad for all the great things they do for our country and all the great things that we have in our country. We want to thank a veteran, especially in May here as Memorial Day is coming up soon, and we got to honor our veterans. All right, B-Dub, again, it's a beautiful day here. Very, very, if you can, sun-kissed skies.
I saw the sun today. I wasn't sure what it was.
How about that?
I haven't seen that thing in a while.
Yeah, it's a beautiful 54 degrees here at John Randall Field here at game time. And it's approximately winds out of the northeast at about 5 miles an hour. So how about that? No wind either to speak of.
Yeah, it's been, even when it's supposed to have been warm, the wind has always kicked in and brought the temperature down. So it's nice to have a good one and not have that blowing wind. And we'll see if the boys can put together a good one here tonight.
All right, and again, Jaden King getting the start for the Huskies here. He's on the mound, and the big, tall lefty is just a sophomore here, and looking forward to getting some good innings in here for the Huskies as Jaden has had a good summer here, a good spring here for the Huskies so far. He got to go out on the Western North Dakota swing, I guess I should say. I was going to say the West Coast swing, but the Western North Dakota swing that he went out for and did that. And Jaden looking forward to another good start here. He pitched against Shanley the other day and lost that one 1-0. And so Jaden King coming back here, the tall lefty, coming back on the hill here for the Huskies. So there's your, again, pregame show brought to you by Vaterstadt. Welcome to our world of farm machinery, offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick branded machinery. And Vaterstadt, formerly Wilrich, and now owned by Vaterstadt. Company out of Sweden. Great folks, great people. They want to invest in the community here, and they're going to be building a brand new place out there at the site of Wilrich. They're going to build a brand new office space out there, estimated at close to $14 million to invest in their employees here locally, and just a great place there to work out at Vaterstadt, formerly Wilrich. So if you have any familiarity at all with Wilrich, it is now called Vaterstadt, our pregame sponsor. And once again, we want to thank Thrivent and Will Ulick, our starting lineup sponsor, and our scoreboard is always brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. And Kyle DeVries, our Mound Visit sponsor, Carlson Family Insurance, Call to the Pen sponsor, OSPTI, and our postgame sponsor, Mindak Farmers Cooperative. And we're just about ready here for our first pitch. Our first pitch here by Jaden King at 5:06 is just off the outside the corner, and it'll be ball one to the first hitter for the Sheyenne Mustangs, Trey Stocker. He's the center fielder. Wearing number 3, Jaden King, and it's laced back up the middle. Hawker gets over, ranges over, knocks it down, but that would have been a tough play there, Brian, I think either way for Caden Hawkert. He was running toward the shortstop position and would have had to really make a heck of a pivot there and make that throw. Yeah,
first play of the game there, maybe some first home game jitters this year. We know Caden can really clean it up out there in the middle and see if he can recover here.
So we'll see what Brendan Hammond does here, the pitcher. Again, the runner at first base, nobody out. We'll see if the pitcher, Brendan Hammond, maybe they'll do a sacrifice bunt or too early in the game for that. We'll see what Hammond does. He does square, and he pulls it back. It's high for a ball. I could almost be a coach. No, I don't want to be a coach.
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, you did play the game.
I've seen enough. Again, a beautiful day here at John Randall Field. Everything's looking good and starting to green up. And that one's inside there by King, and it's 2-0. So Hammond backs off of that one. Again, he brought the bat handle down and was looking to square up. Now at 2-0, so we'll see what he does here, if he's going to take or if he's going to square up the bunt again.
Sheyenne looking to move this runner in the scoring position early here.
Lefty Jaden King can pick people off. We've seen that several times. That one's low for a ball. It's 3-0. So King works himself into a spot now with a runner at first base. Field looking pretty good, B-Dub. It's greening up a little bit here. The infield nice and green. The outfield's a little bit behind.
Well, we got enough water to green it up, that's for sure.
We did. That's low for ball 4, so a walk. So the first 2 runners reach here, Brian, and a little bit of a pickle here now for Jaden King as he faces the number 3 hitter, Evan Berg, the third baseman.
Yeah, not the start that you wanted for Wahpeton. And we'll see if King can kind of work himself out of it here early. He's been rolling pretty good, and let's see if he can settle himself down.
Got a timeout here as we got a courtesy runner over at first base. That'll be number 9. That's Carter Oline.
Courtesy runner comes on. Trying for the Mustangs. Number 9, Carter Oline.
So getting a little bit of work done last fall to John Randall, and I'll go through that a little bit later on here when we get a little bit more time. But runners on first and second now, nobody out. And there's just a little back here toward the fence, but too far for Jackson Fleetfoot to go back and get it as Evan Berg squares up the bunt, fouls it away, strike 1 to Evan Berg.
Berg just couldn't get it down clean, popped it right over Fleetfoot's head. Fleetfoot never saw it. You know, Jackson does a good job of tracking those down and just didn't have a chance on that one.
Jackson, a good defensive catcher for the Huskies and post 20. Jaden King in the stretch now, looks back at second. And that goes up high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now.
Yeah, Jaden have a tough time here early finding the zone.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit, if I remember right, out at Valley City. He had a struggled a little bit in the beginning of the game there, but settled down after about an inning and a half. And King looks in and brings it in. There's a bunt down the third base line, and it's just foul.
Foul.
That was a good bunt there, as Jaden King had to watch that one. That's about all he could do, Brian.
Yeah.
It was just a foul ball. So head coach Chris Kappas of Post 20 and NDSS, I see, is here as a fan to watch his son Caden. Just walked across in front of us. Maybe we'll get Chris up here sometime maybe and do a pregame show with him or something if we get time in the second game.
Well, he's going to be here. We might as well put him to work.
Might as well. As a dad, he might get excited.
Yeah,
though.
he might. I know they're looking forward to playing at home tomorrow, that's for sure.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, nobody out. And that one's inside. Fleeflet knocks it down, and unable to move to third is Stocker at second base. Jaden King with a good move to first base. A runner at second base right now, and if you've watched the Huskies and or Post 20 at all, they've got a good timing move to second base. And King delivers. That one's ripped right back up the middle for a base hit. Coming around third and hold on up there at third is Stocker, and we got bases loaded, Brian, on that base hit there by Evan Berg.
So Berg doing what he needed to do, and Cheyenne in business here early in the top of the first with the bases loaded. And we'll see if the Huskies can work themselves out of an early jam.
So Torrey Ulick come in and got that one, got it back in a hurry here as he hit the relay man Hoffman. And like Brian said, the Huskies have got themselves in a hole here. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the designated hitter, number 4 hitter, Tate Gustafson at the plate. So King delivers just outside. It's ball 1. Nice crowd starting to come here and watch some spring baseball, Brian, down the first base line, the Cheyenne fans, and down the third base line, the Husky fans.
See some short sleeves out there. Haven't seen those in a while.
How about that? So King delivers.
Just low and inside there.
Just low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Jackson looked back at the umpire, and the umpire said, nope, low and in. So it's a 2-0 count now here. No room at the end, as they used to say. There's a drive over to Kappas' head, and that's out into center field. Ulick picks it up, and 2 runs will score for the Mustangs. Throw back to second, not in time, as Tate Gustafson hits a 2-run double, scoring 2 for the Mustangs here in the top of the first.
Yeah, Gustafson put that one right up the hole there and drives in 2. Cheyenne will take the early lead, and the Huskies are still going to have to work themselves out of the inning here. Down 2 runs and nobody out here. Runners on second and third.
Ryder Weigel comes up. He's the left fielder for the Cheyenne Mustangs. Trying to do 3 different cameras today, Bud. How are you doing on that?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay.
Yeah, just trying to keep it rolling here.
Yeah, trying some different things here at John Randall Field. We do have another camera that sooner or later we're going to try and implement that one too as well. Located up high. We'll see if we can do it. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at second and third. Nobody out. 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. King brings it in. Right at the chest. Strike 1, 1-1.
Yeah, that one looked good.
Yeah, it did. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs across. 3 hits so far for the Mustangs. Kappas. There's a pop fly in the infield. It is not infield fly, but Kappas waves off Hawker right in front of second base and makes the catch for the first out. So Huskies get the first one on a pop fly to shortstop.
Yeah, nice to get that first one, Joe. See if Jaden can settle down a little bit, relax, and not have to worry too much. He's got the guys behind him and do the work. And see if he can get 2 more here.
That's going to bring up Cooper Borgardt. He's the right fielder. 1 out here now. Again, runners at second, third. That one goes way outside there for Jaden King. So I wonder if Chad Affield's watching today.
I'm going to say
Chad's got 2 games going on over in
yeah,
Breckenridge.
he should be working over there.
Yeah, he should be. That one's high and away there, too, and that's 2-0 there. Now as King goes wide on that one. Number 6 hitter, Cooper Borgardt, the right fielder, at the plate. Again, a 2-run double here by Tate Gustafson puts the Sheyenne Mustangs up early here, 2-0. So the lefty settles. Brings it in. Again, just off the plate there. It's 3-0.
That one looked good there.
I walked out to the mound earlier too, Brian, and the mound seems in pretty good shape. So for coming out of the winter like that, the mound is nice and solid. So and the pitch there is called strike on the outside corner, so it's 3-1. So now Jaden's got some work ahead of him.
Yeah, right in the same area there. That one they call a strike. And see if he goes back to the same spot.
So 3-1, 1 out. Runners at second and third. And the King comes in with that one high and away. And the bases are loaded once again on the walk. A lot of pitches thrown here by Jaden King so far here. And here comes Coach Andrew Lundsetter on our Mound Visit. This Mound Visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Carlson Family Insurance Mound Visit. So Coach Andrew Lundsetter comes out to talk to his youngster, the sophomore Jaden King, try to settle him down a little bit. Again, a rough start. I think it was in Valley City. And got him settled down out there, so maybe that's what he just needs to settle down here a little bit, Brian, and take a breath. And your home opener and first game in a few days. So
yeah, you can't worry about the runs that you've given up already. You just got to go out there and throw pitches. Just worry about the guy at the plate and let the boys behind you do their work. And not try and place it. You just got to go out there and throw.
Yeah,
you can't start thinking about it. You just got to play and see if he can kind of settle himself down here.
All right, Jaden asked for a new ball from home plate umpire Josh Nordick, and maybe that's just a mental thing. It's just one of those things. Give me a new ball, we'll start this thing over.
I wish I could do that in basketball.
Give me a new ball. All right, Casey Clementson, the first baseman up. He's a number 7 hitter here. And again, King goes wide. Sails it outside.
Just kind of missing in that same spot, Joe. Mm-hmm. I mean, you as a pitcher, is there something that you notice that you pick up here of why he's missing in the same spot? Or
I don't know where his release point is. I haven't been watching that, but I've been watching his feet. And his foot's coming just kind of in line with home plate. I'd like to see him open up a little bit more because when you don't open up all the way, you got a tendency to push it outside as a left-hander. Mm-hmm. So if he doesn't come across all the way, like he's just about straight on with it, I'd like to see him open up a little bit more. That's just me. So it's 2-0 now to Clementson. Again, kind of lands awkwardly on his side of his lead foot there, Brian, and came in with a strike, so we'll see where he comes back now. And he delivers the 2-1 pitch, fouled back into the net. It's 2-2.
Yeah, got him to swing at that one. That was going to be a little bit inside, and you'll take that one for sure.
Yep. So it's 2-2, 1 out, bases loaded here for the Mustangs. Here we're in the top of the first, and it's 2-0 lead here as King would like to get out of this one with no more damage. 2-2 pitch. A little breaking pitch and gets away from Fleeflet, so it goes back to the backstop. And a run comes across, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Sheyenne Mustangs on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that's something you don't see very often. Jackson usually doing a good job of blocking those, keeping those in front of him. Mm-hmm. And that one just got away from him.
It looked like it hit the dirt just in front of the plate, I think. So now it's a 3-0 lead here for the Mustangs. Again, Casey Clementson at bat, the first baseman. And runners in scoring position at second and third, full count. King delivers. Swung on, fouled out of play, down to first base, first street side, I should say.
And that one right down the middle.
Yep. That's what Jaden needs to do, buddy. He needs to just throw strikes and let his defense do the work. If they get the hit, they get the hit, but you got to come back and throw another strike here. And that one's low and inside, down at the shoestrings, and it's ball 4. So that'll be the third walk issued here by Jaden as the bases are loaded once again.
Just a tough first inning here for the Huskies. They'll have to just keep working through it.
Yep. So Workentine comes to the plate now. The catcher, Grant Workentine, steps up to the plate here. He's the number 8 hitter, Brian, for the Cheyenne Mustangs. One more hitter, and they'll be batting around here unless the Huskies can get a double play here.
Turn 2 here and get out of the inning.
So Jaden in the stretch and delivers. There we got the call in the inside corner, strike 1.
Just caught the corner there. That'll make him feel good, start out ahead.
So it's an 0-1 count here to Grant Workentine. Pitch just off the plate there. It's ball 1. It's 1-1. One squirted away from Jackson Fleetfoot a little bit, but he jumped right on it. Nowhere to go for the runners. And for the Huskies, you got Timian at third, Kappas at short, Hockert at second, Hoffman at first. Swung on and a little dribbler to Hockert at second. Nobody there to first as King hustles over there. Nice one. Josiah Hoffman made a dive for it there, but it ended up in Caden Hockert's glove, and Jaden King getting over there in time to get the out, but a run does score for Cheyenne. It's 4-0.
Yeah, Jaden doing a good job of hustling down the first base, covering his area, and they get the out. And one more run for the Mustangs.
So that's a fundamental practice thing that you do in practice early on in the season. The pitcher's got anything hit to that side of the plate, the pitcher's got to go over and cover, and Jaden King doing a nice job of it.
Yeah, never even thought about it, just hustled right over to a spot and able to get the put out.
It was a close play,
Yeah,
too.
it was.
All right, number 9 hitter now, James Hagan, the second baseman. 1 ball, no strikes to Hagan. Again, runners at second and third, 2 outs here. And the pitch is way outside. Again, I did not watch his foot land that time, Brian, and it just, when you see a pitcher, a left-handed pitcher doing that, pushing that ball outside all the time, you just got to wonder he's not either A, hitting his release point, or he's not opening up wide enough. The pitch there is down the middle, and that's swung off and fouled over toward First Street once again, out of play. And the count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs.
Well, that pitch looked good there. Just straight down the middle, a little bit outside, but that one definitely in the strike zone.
You can see a couple pairs of shorts over there by some young men.
All right, let's not get crazy now.
Yeah,
Joe.
well, that looks like it's a strike. So it's a 2-2 count now. Yeah, well, there's about 4 young guys over there that are wearing shorts today. How about that? 2-2 pitch. Swung on and a ground ball. It's knocked off a King's glove into Kappas' hands and tries to make the throw in a hurry. He's off the mark, and both runs will score. And reaching on the air is Hagan.
Yeah, hard hit ball, and then the throw not executed. Just pulled him off the bag a little bit. And that'll bring in 2 more runs for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it was just Jaden King tried to knock it down himself, and then that kind of threw Caden Kappas off. So Caden got to it, hustled to it, threw it over to Josiah Hoffman, covering the bag at first and just out of his reach.
That's one of those deals where Caden had to kind of change direction a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know, he tried to try and get in front of it, and King slowed it down, and he had to change and get back to it.
So hit by a pitch on that one is Trey Stocker, so he's going to get the free pass to first.
Now batting for West Fargo.
So moving to second base will be Hagan.
Brennan.
And here comes Andrew Lundsetter, so that'll probably be it for Jaden King here after his second visit.
Yeah,
so
tough way to start.
So that Mound Visit is going to be brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. That Mound Visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Let's take a break here in the top of the first. The Huskies trailing the Mustangs 6-0 here as we get a pitching change.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
All right, we're back here at John Randall Field, and now pitching for the Huskies here, and that call to the pen brought to you by OSPTI is Jack Rittenauer coming up, and now at the plate here for the Mustangs as the runners take off here on two-out swinging, and getting underneath that one in left field is Sterling Warney, and the catch is made, retiring Brennan Hammond. So Jack Rittenauer comes in, throws one pitch, gets the fly ball, and we'll talk more about the new pitcher Jack Rittenauer coming up next here, but at the end of a half inning of play, the Sheyenne Mustangs played 6 runs here in the top of the first. We'll be right back after this break here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota, or that we've been around for over 60 years. How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
All right, welcome back to John Randall Field here, folks. We're heading to the bottom of the first. The Huskies getting their turn at bat here, and they're going to face Brennan Hammond. And I am told, Brian, that he has a .6 ERA so far. So Brennan Hammond throwing it hard for the Sheyenne Mustangs.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's going to
that's all I can say about that.
First 3 hitters here for the Wahpeton Huskies are going to be Tori Ulick, Caden Kappas, and Jackson Fleetfoot. And then we'll see where they go from there here, as Jaden King was scheduled the 4th hitter, if it's going to be Jack or if they will DH for him. So we'll see what happens here as Torrey Hockert, the lefty, steps in. And coming in at third base here is Berg, as he knows that Ulick has a lot of speed, and that one might have hit him. No, it didn't. It was very close.
A little close there.
Ball 1 to Torrey Ulick. Chad Affield finally sent the text message, buddy, and he's watching over in Breckenridge and says everything looks good here. So thanks, Chad.
I thought he was supposed to be working. How's he watching the game
on,
if he's
Chad.
supposed to be working?
Yeah. What are you doing, bud?
Hopefully he's not driving a mower while he's watching that. That's not good.
2-0 now to Torrey. And the pitch comes right across the plate there at strike one. So 2-1 now to Torrey Ulick, the center fielder, the speedy center fielder for the Huskies. Getting Berg right on the lip of the grass there at third base. And the pitch again at the knees, 2-2. John Randall last fall, Brian, had a little bit of work done to it. Brad Edwardson and Chad and Chris Kappas and teams came in, and the high school teams came in one day, and the college guys came in another day as Ulick follows that one over to the tennis court. And they did a lot of work here on John Randall Field, lowering the baselines, getting them down. They were starting to get up and build up, and there's been some sod work. You can see some of the sod work behind home plate and the baselines. And that one's inside. It's full count now to Torrey.
Yeah, the field looks really nice, Joe.
Yeah, it's a little rough when you walk on it.
This early in the season, and all the rain and weather that we've had, it looks good.
Yep. It's a full count now to Torrey. Takes that one inside, and he thought it was ball 4, but Torrey Ulick gets rung up here watching that one float by for strike 3.
That pitch almost in the same spot as the one before, and he took off and thought he had it, and umpire says, wait a second, I think not.
So that's going to bring up the shortstop, Caden Kappas. Cappy watches that one go high and away.
It would have been nice to get that lead off on.
Yeah. Especially if Brennan Hammond is as good as is called here. It's a strike, so it's 1-1 now to Caden Kappas.
That one just catching it inside.
Well, it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Caden Kappas, and the pitch. A little breaking pitch there, pulled foul into the third base box as Andrew Lundsetter picks it up and hands it back over to Berg, and he'll get it over to Hammond. First game here, Chad hasn't got the flag out yet in center field, but
that one we're going to have to get on him about.
Yeah. He and I are going to put some new flags up on the scoreboard here. We got to put 3 flags up there, and we're going to put some new rope on that, so we'll get that done here. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3 by Caden Kappas, so 2 strikeouts here for Brennan.
You're doing a lot of work here. Are they paying you for this?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like this job.
Yeah, just like this job, right?
You don't get paid for it either. So
brings up the catcher, Jackson Fleeflet. Again, Jackson has had some good times at the plate here so far this spring for the Huskies. A good hitting catcher. Takes low and away, ball 1. Don't have any stats here from Coach Lundsetter, but I know Jackson had a good day the other day. That one's must be a little bit low, and it's ball 2.
Too low right away here.
And Fleeflet, the 2-0 pitch. Right back up the middle. Brennan hits him in the hip, and that'll be a base hit there for Fleeflet as he hustles down the line and reaches safely. So shot right back up the middle there. We'll give him a base hit on that one as it hit the hip of the pitcher, Brennan, but he looks like he's fine. He'll shake that one off, and Jaden King's going to come back to the plate.
Yeah, Jackson doing a good job hitting it hard right up the middle and making it difficult for the pitcher to make that play and able to get a runner on with 2 out here for the Huskies.
Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base. Will be Miles Hinckley. So Hinckley trots over to first base, and Fleeflet's going to come back and put the gear on. So Fleeflet 1 for 1 today, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter now, Jaden King. He got the start pitching, but he's going to be the designated hitter for Jack Rittenauer. And the pitch way up high, and that's going to float back to the net. And Hinckley's going to hustle down to second, and Huskies got a runner in scoring position on the wild pitch.
So Cheyenne with a little miscue of their own. And now the Huskies with a runner in scoring position. See if Jaden can help himself out and knock one in here.
Caden Hockert on deck. He's the second baseman, and then it's going to be Josiah Hoffman after him. And it's the 1 ball, no strike count now to Jaden King. Swung on and missed. let her high. Good cut at that one for Jaden.
Yeah, went after that one. He liked it and just not able to make contact. Good swing.
Chad says he's going to get the flag done tomorrow. He's sorry. It's been a crazy busy week.
That's okay. We'll give him one day.
He'll have the flag up for us tomorrow for the NDSCS game. 1-1 pitch. 2 outs. Called at the knees there at strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second is Hinckley. Again, the NDSCS game tomorrow, folks, is a 1 game. It's been changed from 2, a doubleheader at 1 and 3. It's now a 7 p.m. start tomorrow.
And they'll have the sophomore day activities at 6:15, and we'll have that on Three Borders Sports Network.
That's correct. So it's their sophomore day. It's their one and only home game, and it's sophomore day as well. So we'll recognize the sophomores. We'll have that on the air here on Three Borders Sports, as Brian said. 2-2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild. Brennan delivers, calls strike, and I think that was strike 3. So the run at third does not count anywhere, but it was a strikeout at the plate. So that'll be 3 strikeouts for Brennan here to retire the side. At the bottom of the first, the Huskies leave 1 and trail the Sheyenne Mustangs 6-0. We'll be right back after this.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. All right, we're back here at John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. Going to the top of the second here. Evan Berg leads it off for the Sheyenne Mustangs, and Evan Berg in his first at bat singled right up the middle and scored on a wild pitch. Jack Rittenauer delivers that one inside and swung on and pulled foul. It'll be strike 2 now. Jack Rittenauer talking to Mike here in between the innings, Brian, and Mike is Jack's dad. He said that Jack pitched regularly at 10-year-old Cal Ripken, but hasn't pitched a lot since. But Jack so far throwing strikes and keeping the Sheyenne Mustangs at bay here as he retired him in the last inning, got a pop fly, and so far he's ahead in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Evan Berg.
That's all you got to do, Joe. Go out there and throw strikes and see if the defense behind you can help.
And that one's drilled to the left center area as Torrey Eulich gets there in a hurry and gets it into Kappas. So Evan Berg with another base hit. He's kept Torrey Eulich busy on both of his singles as he's hit him up the middle both times here, and now it's going to bring up the number 4 hitter, Tate Gustafson. Tate Gustafson doubled in his last at bat and drove in 2 RBI. So Jack settles, brings it home, just inside there as Gustafson takes that one almost off the thigh.
Gustafson doing a good job of staying put there and just missed him. So Gustafson looks against Jack Rittenauer here. Jack brings it home. Floats that one in just a little bit too high. It's 2 balls and no strikes now to Gustafson. Yeah, that one just missed there. Jack
2 balls.
Jack doing a good job out there for not pitching in a long time.
Like I said, he pitched a lot in 10-year-old Cal Ripken and maybe a little bit last year in JV, but That one's pulled foul over to the batting cages, out of play, and it'll be 2-1. So the number 4 hitter teeing off there and just pulls a foul. Looks like a strike on the scoreboard, though.
Yeah, just a little early there. That one was launched all the way over the bullpen there into the parking lot.
Guess when you're the number 4 hitter and you're a designated hitter, you can put the bat on the ball. Jack brings that one to the third base line and foul. So it'll be 2-2 now to Gustafson.
Now, Jack, this is the first time him facing Gustafson. A little speed difference between him and Jaden, and you can see it's keeping Gustafson off a little bit, just a little early in his attack there.
Maybe Jack should throw another changeup here and keep it down low on Gustafson and see what he does. He's got it up a little bit too high. There's a base hit over to left field. So 2 base hits in a row here to lead off the second inning for the Mustangs. Puts runners at first and second. At second base is Evan Berg, and at first base, Tate Gustafson on that single. Brings up the left fielder, Ryder Weigel. He popped out the shortstop to Caden Kappas right in front of second base in his first at bat. So he's
so far top of the order here for the Mustangs, making it look easy, Joe.
So it's Ryder Weigel, 0 for 1 so far today. Runners at first and second. That means the infield fly rule is in effect here with less than 2 outs. There's nobody out. It's pop fly, and that could be an infield fly. We'll see if the umpires call it. Making the catch, and yes, the home plate umpire did call the infield fly rule, but making the catch was Caden Hockert. So it was the first out here, as again, the infield fly rule is in effect one more time. So maybe Jack can get another one here to pop out with Cooper Borgardt coming to the plate. He walked and scored in the first.
Got that first one, see if you can get the next and get yourselves out of here.
Brings that one in across the inside corner for a strike. So Jack throwing strikes here. Like we talked about when he came in, Brian. We wanted him to throw strikes, and that's what he's doing.
Strikes, and he's certainly doing that one. Caught the corner and the inside corner there.
There's pulled foul into the third base dugout. So it's 0-2 now to the hitter Cooper Borgardt.
Jack doing a good job here getting ahead. Got 1 out.
Chad Affield was down here working hard. I know yesterday on the field when I was in the press box here working on some stuff. And a little floater in there. Jack tried to get him to go. Nice pitch, Jack. Just a little bit too high.
He's like, come on, give me that one.
Yep. That was, what do they call that one? The oopsie date? No. What do you call that one? Ephus. As Jack steps off there, the runner at second base, Evan Berg, bluffed going to third. So Jack says, I'll just step off and you go back. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Rittenauer set to deliver. Good outside corner pitch there. Again, we'll have the NDSCS game tomorrow. They play MSCTC out of Fergus Falls tomorrow. Sophomore day here. Swung on and pulled to Kappas. We'll see if we can turn 2. It's a slow roller. He's got to go to first for 1. Over to Hoffman to retire Borgardt on the play. So the runners advance a base, and Kappas takes the sure out there as it was a slow roller to short. He didn't have much else to do with it, Brian.
Yeah, not enough time there. That ball just kind of died in the dirt once it got there. And Cade making the right decision just to take the easy one.
Yep. So now it's 2 outs here as Casey Clementson steps up to the plate, and he also walked and scored in the first. So Jack delivers, swung on and pulled to the left center field and getting over it and making the squeeze for the out and retiring Clementson was Torrey Ulick on the fly ball. So Jack gets in trouble there with a couple of base hits to lead off the inning and comes back with a 1-2-3 inning after that, stranding 2. We're going to the bottom of the second. The Huskies trail the Cheyenne Mustangs 6-0 back after this.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. And we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. Welcome back to John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson with the running the show on the board, and I'm not even having to touch the board here today. You're doing it all, man. Look at you go.
Well, I mean, the softball game got me ready. I struggled a little bit, but, after the second game, the softball game, I was ready to go.
Yeah, you were.
So, and, I'm good here.
And coach's show, man.
Yeah, coach's show. We've been off the air for a while, so it's good to get back at it, that's for sure.
Caden Hockert steps up to the plate, second baseman for the Huskies. His first time at the plate, goes low and away and back to the backstop. It'll be ball one. And we're looking forward to bringing you some more Husky games here throughout the spring. And we got some Cowboys, and I think we got one more softball game. The 1-0 pitch to Hockert, swung on and fouled back over the grandstand. It's 1-1, and then we've got a track meet coming up too, buddy.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I mean, hopefully the weather's going to be a little bit nicer than it was last night for the track meet that I attended.
You guys suffered last night, man.
But the Huskies did well in that track meet. They had a lot of top three finishes, and both sides, both girls and boys, did a nice job last night.
That was a big, guys. There was a lot of school buses over there yesterday, too. I don't know who all the teams were. I know Hankinson was there. I saw Hillsborough Central Valley. Swung on and fouled over to First Street.
Yeah, you had Lisbon there, Hillsborough, Weimar Lidgerwood.
Hank? Wasn't Hank there?
I think Hankinson was there. West Fargo.
Oh, yeah. Packers were there.
So, a good, some good teams there. And that Lisbon team is good, both girls and boys. They've got some.
They've got some good athletes over there.
There's two suites that run both on the girls and boys side, and let me tell you, they are fast.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball three. It's full count now to Caden Hockert. Second baseman. Also pitches for the Huskies.
Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the second, Huskies trailing 6-0 on your Carl's Family Insurance scoreboard.
So full count pitch from Brennan, and that was high, ball four, and Caden couldn't hold up on it and went through it, and Brennan records his fourth strikeout here.
Yeah, he knew it too. As soon as he tried to pull it back and just not able to, and not the one that he wanted, and had to go sit down.
When that thing comes up high in the eyes, that thing gets big, and you think you can hit it, but usually can't catch up to it, as that's outside to Riley Timian now at the plate, third baseman for the Huskies. Riley Timian, Josiah Hoffman up after him on deck, and then it's Sterling Warney and Gavin Schroeder following. It's called strike on the outer half.
Coach Lundsetter said on the coach's show that Riley's been having a good year so far here early at the plate. So let's see if Riley can keep it going here.
Pitch just off the outside there, edge, and Riley swings through it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I want to thank all of our sponsors again for making this possible. And that's swung out of play, and its count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vaderstad, Thrivent, Farmers Union Insurance, and Kyle DeVries. Carlson Family Insurance, OSPTI, Mindak Farmers Co-op, Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, the City of Wahpeton, Three Rivers Crisis Center, and, of course, Gripper Sports on downtown Dakota Avenue. Swung on and strike 3. So all 5 outs so far recorded by the Cheyenne Mustangs have been strikeouts by Brennan. The defense hasn't had much to do.
And Brennan doing a good job out there. But like you said, Joe, what, .06? You all right?
Yeah, 0.6.
0.6?
Yeah. So Hammond brings it in. Brendan Hammond swung on and missed. That's strike 1 to Josiah Hoffman, the first baseman. Again, Josiah doing a good job over at first base for the Huskies this spring. Somewhat of a new position for him. So the 0-1 pitch to Josiah. Low and squirts through the legs there of Workenthien. Back to the pads, and chasing that one will be Sterling Warney. He's on deck. After him, it's going to be Gavin Schroeder. Hammond just brings that one a little high and away, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. New concession stand going to be going up here this spring, Brian, and nice donation there from the Shannon family to provide that for us. That one's inside, almost got his inside shoulder. It's 3-1.
No, you're not going to build that, are you?
I might help.
Oh, okay.
I'm not smart enough.
I told you they're going to try and hire you out.
Yeah, we're going to get that done. It's the water and the plumbing are there already, and the electricity is there, and the pad is there. There's a strike, and it's full count.
A good pitch there, right down the middle.
So hopefully here in the next few weeks, that the concession stand will be going up quickly. It's going to be a nice one. Nice addition. 3-2 pitch. Call strike on the outside corner, and that is 6 outs and 6 strikeouts for Brennan Hammond. So there is the end of 2 innings of play here at John Randall Field on Three Borders Sports Network. The Sheyenne Mustangs 6, the Wahpeton Huskies 0. We'll be right back after this.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
All right, we're moving to the top of the third here. 8-9-1 for the Cheyenne Mustangs. That's going to be Grant Workentine. He's the catcher, and he grounded out here to second base in his first at bat, and that's deep to left center. That is going back. Warney gives chase. It lands on the track, and he's going to be in with a stand-up double. So nice stand-up double there for the catcher, Grant Workentine. As Sterling Warney gave chance, but no chance to get that one there as he ran back to the track.
Yeah, that ball hit hard.
Number 8 hitter.
Deep.
So Workentine, the catcher, is going to get a courtesy runner at first base, and that will be Tanner Bame as he goes over to first base. Courtesy runner. And now stepping up to the plate will be James Hagan, the second baseman. He reached on an error in the first inning.
Hagan digs in. Rittenhauer, the pitch.
Ooh, just quite couldn't get the call on that one. Jack thought it was there too. It's 1-0.
Another one that was close there. Jack thought he had it.
Maybe it was a little high. We couldn't quite tell from up here, but it's 1-0 now to Hagan. Swung on and popped down the third base side. Timian giving chase and lost it in the sun for just that second as Rittenhauer hustled over. And Jack couldn't quite get to it either, and it falls safely for Hagan.
Yeah, you can see Riley there say, hey, I just pointed at Jackson Fleetfoot, pointing at the sun. Mm-hmm. And if you've never been to John Randall, the sun kind of comes over the first baseline, and if you're in third or even out there in left field, it can be a tough go.
Yeah, you can see on our camera shot there that Brian's got up, the trees are just starting to reach the first baseline. So Riley's got a little while yet before he gets in the shade. There's a pitch, and it's driven right back up the middle to Torrey Ulick. And holding at third base will be the runner will be Bame. So a nice base hit there for the number 9 hitter. Brings up the top of the order as runners at the corners here for the Cheyenne Mustangs, and the leadoff hitter will be Trey Stocker.
Well, the Mustangs certainly have the bats going right now, Joe. And it doesn't really matter where you are in the order.
So Stocker singled and scored in the first. He was hit by a pitch later on in the first inning and stranded it at first base.
Like I said, be shocked here if the runner on first doesn't just take second with the man on third.
So Hoffman holding on James Hagan over at first base. Bame over at third, pinch running for, and there goes the runner. Fleetfoot throws it down, and they're going to get the runner at home, not there. So they fired it down to second. Hockert stepped in front of the bag, relayed it back to Fleetfoot, and coming home to score was Bame.
And it looks like Jackson may have hurt himself here on the play.
I didn't see it, Brian. It was
the ball came up short and bounced up. I don't know if it hit him just above the pad there.
Okay. So Fleetfoot fired it down to Hockert, and Hockert brought it right back to Fleetfoot, but getting home in time to score was Bame.
Outside. Counts 1-1.
All right. Get my book caught up here, and we're again at the leadoff hitters, Trey Stocker. Runner down at second base now is Hagan. He went down to second base on the play at home. So 1-2 now to Stocker, the leadoff hitter. Again, Jack Rittenauer doing his job, coming in and throwing some strikes. As Jack brings it home, that one's outside.
And first time through, able to keep the batters kind of off with the timing. You know, a different speed from Jack than from Jaden. And we'll see if the Mustangs adjust here next time through.
There's a pop fly to right. Coming in quickly as Schroeder makes the catch on a running catch. Nice catch there by Gavin Schroeder. Coming in, trotting in, and making the catch here for the first out here in the top of the third.
Yeah, Gavin's got some wheels out there in right field. Got a good jump on it, able to track it down to get the out for the Huskies.
And we've seen Gavin Schroeder. We've seen most of these boys play a lot, Brian and I have. And Gavin Schroeder, one of the speedsters here for the Huskies. So there are a lot of speedsters on this team.
Yeah, they certainly have some wheels out there.
And Brennan Hammond comes up now, the pitcher for the Mustangs. Reached on a walk and scored in his first at-bat, and then his second at-bat in the first inning, he popped out to Warney in left field. There's a call strike. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out now.
Just throw strikes, Joe, right?
That's all you got to do, man. Jack is doing that. Pulled down the third base side between short and third, and there comes a run is held up there as it's bobbled out in left field by Warney, but the run still was held up by Coach Bodell in the corner there. And now again we have runners at the corners as Brennan Hammond singles.
Yeah, just no reason to take a chance there. Hold them up. You've been doing well at the plate, so you'll take your chances here.
Yeah, you got the number 3 and 4 hitters coming up here, and Gustafson we know can hit the ball hard. So right now, though, coming to the bat for the Mustangs is Evan Berg, third baseman. So far, Berg is 2 for 2. Comes up high and inside there to Berg. Again, 2 for 2. He singled in the first and scored. Right back up the middle, scored on a wild pitch, and then he singled and was stranded at third in the second. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. There goes the runner, and Fleetfoot again down to Hockert, and Hockert cuts it off, and this time the runner at third stays.
Yeah, just trying to put that in a place in case the runner comes home, able to make a play at the plate.
So Hammond gets an uncontested stolen base there, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out now to the hitter Evan Berg. Jack brings it in, tries to hit the outside corner, just a little bit outside. It's 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch from Rittenauer. Again,
got the corner
there.
Got
the corner, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Rittenauer trying to battle here. Hasn't walked anybody yet. Now there's your announcer's jinx.
I thought you would know better by now.
I should know better. So it's 2-2 pitch from Jack. Couldn't get the call on that floater again. Tried to let up on that one and just comes up a little bit too high.
We'll call that one just a little bit high.
Yeah. It's a full count pitch. Swung, pulled to Timian at third. He makes a nice scoop of it over to first to Hoffman and retires Evan Berg on the 5-3 put out. Nice play by Riley over to Hoffman.
Yeah, Riley making a good play there at plenty of time. Nice throw to get the second out of the inning here.
It was a hot one hopper there, dude.
Yeah, held the
hot
runner.
corner.
Yep, held the runner and then fired it out there.
Nice play by Riley. Timian brings up Tate Gustafson. Again, Tate Gustafson, he's also 2 for 2 so far. He scored once and stranded at second in his second at bat. Tate Gustafson. Runners at second and third, and the pitch again to Timian. That one's booted, and Riley's got a runner between second and third. And you got to tag him out, and he does. So again, Riley Timian bobbled that one, got the run to score, so the run counts. And fielder's choice for Tate Gustafson, and that will be 2 runs in this inning here for the Mustangs. And they lead here going to the bottom of the third, 8-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. We're going to the bottom of the third here. The Huskies trailing the Mustangs 8-0. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Three Borders Sports Network. And if you want to join our subscription, folks, we'd appreciate that. Brian, tell the folks how they can do that.
Just as you're watching the game today, you can click on the bell icon, or subscribe button, and then you can click on the bell icon, and then you'll get notifications for whenever our events go live.
So that would be greatly appreciated. We thank you very much. And again, all of our games you can see on our YouTube channel. And today we're also streaming on Red River Communications, channel 125. So if you have Red River Communications in your home and you want to watch us on channel 125, we are on 125 today.
Yeah, you put that computer away and go ahead and put that on the tube.
It's a 1-1 count now to Sterling Warney, the left fielder who's now hitting here for the Huskies. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. And the pitch swung on and missed, and that was on the scoreboard was off on the scoreboard. So that's another strikeout here for Brennan Hammond. So that 7 outs, 7 strikeouts for Hammond there, buddy. So the Huskies got to take a look here and see what they can do.
Well, you can't do it any better than that, Joe.
So Gavin Schroeder steps up here for the Huskies, the number 9 hitter. Hammond gets the outside corner, and it's strike 1.
Just working the corners now.
He found that spot out there. And that one's low, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, when he does miss, that's his miss there, low and away there.
1-1. That's way outside. It's ball 2, 2-1. Other EDC action today. Red River is at Central. South is at Davies. 2-2 pitch now to Gavin Schroeder. Also in the EDC action today, Devil's Lake is at Shanley, and North is at West Fargo. So everybody's got a nice game to play baseball today.
Yeah, full slate of baseball. I'm sure all the teams are happy to get out here under some sun.
Fouled away over the first base side. Hits a tree. And bounces back there, and kids giving chase. Sadly, there's no concession stand to bring it back and get a free Tootsie Pop.
Taking icy today.
No, taking icy if it was there. 2-2 to Warney. Swung on and missed, and another strikeout here recorded for Hammond.
Hammond is no joke, Joe.
No. I'd say he's obviously one of the top pitchers in the EDC. As Torrey Ulick going to get his second look now. We'll see what the lefty can do here as Torrey steps up to the plate for the second time. So 2 outs here for the Huskies in the bottom of the third. as they trail 8-0. Looks like he let off of that one a little bit there, and Wahpeton kind of jumped out of his crouch there. I don't know if that was a miscommunication on that pitch or what happened there, but
well, he had to really reach up to keep that one in his glove.
Mm-hmm. Swung on and fouled back into the net. It's 1-1. So again, West Fargo leading the EDC at 2-0, along with Sheyenne. They're at 2-0 also. Shanley at 1-0. Swung on and a little dribbler down the third base line. Hustling down is Ulick, and the throw goes wild, and Ulick's going to stay at first there because he wasn't sure where the ball ended up. So that was a little dribbler off the bat of Tori Ulick.
That ball right down the line. You thought maybe it was going to roll foul, but
I'll see what our official scorer says. Is that a hit or is that a – he's going to give it a hit. So we're going to give him a hit as well. So we'll give Tori – I think he would have had that one beat out anyway. So.
Well, speaking of speed, we had talked about the Husky speed, and Tori's certainly one of the speedsters for the Huskies.
Yep. So we're going to give Tori a hit on that one, and 2 outs brings up Caden Kappas. So Caden due here. He struck out in his first at bat as well. That one's doing in the dirt, and Tori didn't quite see it, so Tori stays put at first base.
Yeah, I think he totally lost it there.
Yeah, I do too.
Couldn't tell if it got past him or if it was just right below him.
It went right between his between Wahpeton's legs, but just rolled away slowly, so Tori just not sure where it was. Pickoff pitch back over to Tori Ulick as he slides in safely. Junior Caden Kappas here at the plate. Hammond delivers, and it's called strike, and it's 1-1 now to Caden Kappas.
And when Haman's throwing darts, he is throwing darts.
1-1 count here to Caden Kappas.
Looks over his shoulder, upset,
Hammond sets and delivers. That one's low and in the dirt, and a good stop there by Wahpeton.
Yeah, Wahpeton doing a good job of keeping that one in front.
Yeah, he knows that there's some speed at first base, so he's trying to keep the runner there, so not let him into scoring position. I was talking about the EDC standings. West Fargo, Sheyenne both at 2-0, Shanley at 1-0, Central at 1-0. Then it's Wahpeton at 1-1. Their victory over Valley City and a loss to Shanley. There's a little dribbler down to third base. Picking that one up is Berg over to first base to Clementson for the out. And Caden Kappas is retired 5-3 as Tori Ulick is stranded on base. That'll be the third out here for the Huskies. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, the Cheyenne Mustangs 8. The Wahpeton Huskies 2 back, or Wahpeton Huskies 0 back after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
We're back here at John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network, and the Cheyenne Mustangs, as we go to the top of the 4th, lead 8-0 over the Huskies. And leading off here at the top of the 4th for the Mustangs is going to be Ryder Weigel. 0 for 2 on the day with a pop fly to short and a pop fly to second. Jack Rittenauer still throwing here for the Huskies, and it's fouled over. Looks like it's over the other side of the batting cages. Pulled foul by Ryder Weigel. Just looks like a strike on the scoreboard, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a strike. A dunk is a layup. It's 2 points in basketball.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep. That one's outside. So it's 1-1.
Although that ball was hit hard.
Yeah, it was. Hard and high. Shadows are starting to creep in now toward the pitcher's mound, as you can see on the camera. There's a pop fly, and again another fly ball. Ulick racing over, and he makes the catch in front of Gavin Schroeder, who was also coming over. But after that long strike, it looks like nothing else on the scoreboard other than that. But he's got another fly ball out for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Jack doing a good job out there on the mound, throwing strikes, getting the ball up in the air. Just giving up 2 runs, and really, quite possibly one there, as they gave up one late in the inning there and on an error.
So strike one delivered to Cooper Borgardt. Cooper walked and scored in the first, and in the second he grounded out to Caden Kappas. There's pulled to the left center field. Ulick giving chase. He's on the track, gets to the wall and stops, and it falls in for a double, and Ulick is down on the ground, and we'll see if he gets up. He's getting up just fine. So a drive to deep left center field there. Ulick giving chase, and it's a double for Borgardt.
I think Ulick had a good track on it, was underneath it, and I think overran it a little bit, Joe.
Yeah.
And then tried to stop and slipped and wasn't able to keep his footing and went down. But that's a play we've certainly seen him make.
That warning track out there, Brian, is very loose. It's not as hard-packed as it is here in the infield. And that agrolime out there is very loose out in the outfield. So like you said, when Torrey tried to break himself, slipped in that deep stuff out there and went down. So a double here for Borgardt brings up Clementson. Clementson walked and scored and popped out to Torrey Ulick in the second. Strike one here now by Jack Rittenauer. Jack delivers. That one floats up high. It's ball one. 1-1 now to Casey Clementson, first baseman for the Cheyenne Mustangs. 9 hits now, and no errors for the Mustangs. There's a drive to Kappas, 3-hopper, and he's going to go to third, and they're going to get the runner at third. No, did it pop out of Riley's glove? It looked like it did. And Caden made the right play there as the runner was breaking for third. He threw it over to Riley, and it looks like the runner, Borgardt, slid right into his glove, and probably an error here on the Huskies.
Yeah, just didn't squeeze it tight enough there, Joe, and the ball just popped out. Certainly throw in time and able to make the play, but just not able to execute it. And another miscue for the Huskies there.
So reaching first base is Clementson, and going over to third base here was Borgardt on the error. So Huskies with 2 errors here in the game so far. And now runners at the corners for Grant Workentine, the catcher. And he pulls that one to the left field side, and that's, again, another long strike.
That is a long strike. If they can wait just a hair on that one, that ball is out into the horseshoe pit, just over left field.
Workentine grounded out to second base in his first at-bat and doubled in his last at-bat. And again, Workentine, the catcher, steps up to the plate with 2 runners on at the corners. Jack Rittenauer looks in and brings home a ball outside. It's 1-1. 1-1 now to Workentine.
Jack trying to get him to chase there, leaving that one way outside.
Again, the first game here at John Randall Field tonight is the counter in the EDC, so this one counts in the standings. And then game 2 will be a 5-inning non-conference game. We'll have that here on Three Borders Sports as well. And Jack delivers outside. It's 2-1.
Jack trying to work that same spot.
So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And Jack toes the rubber here and delivers. We got a high for ball 3. It's 3-1. So we got to give the city of Wahpeton a little credit here. We're going to get some commercials lined up for the city of Wahpeton. We appreciate them stepping up as a sponsor here for the spring and summer baseball. As that one's ball 4 and inside, we'll have the bases loaded.
Ball 4, and he did get him there, I think.
He might have hit him too, huh? It's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, James Hagan. He's singled and scored and reached on an error. City of Wahpeton, we want to thank them for stepping aboard and being a sponsor here on Three Borders Sports this spring and summer baseball. There'll be a big part here this summer at the Legion games and the 4th of July when we do all the fireworks and have as a strike. So no room at the inn here, Brian, as my coach used to say.
It is jam-packed right now.
Yes, they are. So that one's low for ball. It's 1-1. On deck is Trey Stocker. He's the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th. He's on deck. That one just sails up over the head there of Hagan. So it'll be 2-1 now.
Yeah, I've just seen a couple get away from Jack here now.
Mm-hmm. Jack so far 2 2/3 innings of pitching so far. Swung on, and that's popped out deep center field. Ulick going back. He's going to make the catch, but the runner will tag at third and come home. So Ulick goes back deep, almost in front of the track there, and does make the catch, but a sacrifice fly there for Hagan, the number 9 hitter, gets the RBI. That's his 3rd one of the day.
He pushed that one deep to center
he
field
did.
there and did his job, brings in the run. And the Mustangs get another one here, 9-0 now.
Runners stay at first and second. At first base is Workenthien, and I'm assuming they came in with a pinch runner. I did not see it. Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Tanner Boehm back in at first base as a courtesy runner. Swung on in another drive to center field, and Ulick's not going to get it. He's got it on one hop. He'll bring it in to Hoffman, and he'll cut it off there at the pitcher's mound and hold the runner at third base. So bases loaded once again.
Yeah, Ulick
Stocker
did a good
singles.
job of charging that one. He thought maybe he'd have a chance at it and bounces in front of him, able to get it in quickly.
So advancing to third is Clementson. Second base is Boehm. And at first base is Trey Stocker on that single. So now the pitcher comes up to help himself, Brennan Hammond. And Hammond so far today, 1 for 2. There's a drive over Kappas' head, and it'll be Ulick picking it up in left center, and he's bringing it home, and the throw comes home. Not in time as Fleeflet comes up to get it, and 2-run score.
Another hard hit ball just over the shortstop there, and 2 outs there, easily scoring the 2 runs.
So another base hit here for the Mustangs. Gives them 11 on the day and 11 runs too as well. It's going to bring up the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Evan Berg. He's the third baseman. Berg is 2 for 3 today.
Coach Munster going to come out and talk to Jack.
He grabs the ball from Jack, but I'll tell you what, on that Mound Visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal at Carlson Family Insurance, your Mound Visit. And we're going to bring in a new pitcher here, and we'll give you that information when we come back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted number 1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
So Jack Rittenauer comes in, pitches 2 2/3 innings, gives up 5 runs here for the Huskies, and this inning here is when they scored 3 runs by the Cheyenne Mustangs. Gives way to Skylar Blado Getting his first pitch in outside for Skylar Blado. So also batting here is Evan Berg, the number 3 hitter. So far, again, like I said, Berg 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a ground out. Called strike there, and a throw down to first base by Fleetfoot. Getting back in time over there is Hammond. Excuse me, let's see. I'm guessing they got a courtesy runner in there for him, and they do. It's Carter Oline over at first base. So Carter Oline, the courtesy runner at first. Swung on and missed there by Berg, and the count goes to 1-2. 2 outs here. Runners at first and second for the Mustangs. Skylar Blado on the hill. 1-2 pitch. A little bit low, and Fleetfoot does a nice job hitting that one off the chest protector to stop it and keep it in front of him. Keeping the runners in place, and Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Just
almost
inside.
That one caught Evan Berg just a little bit off guard there. I don't know if he expected it to break and it didn't, or what was going on there, but almost hit Berg.
Fleetfoot doing a good job of hustling to get back to that ball.
So it's 3-2. Full count, 2 outs. The runners will be going on the pitch. Blado delivers. Swung on and a drive to Kappas. He's going to have to go to first. Kappas over to Hoffman, and just out of his glove. Not able to pull it out of the dirt there was Josiah Hoffman, so reaching on the air is Evan Berg.
Yeah, just another play where the Huskies have a chance to get out of the inning and just not able to execute it.
So bases are loaded, and the 9th hitter of the inning comes to the plate, and it is the designated hitter. That's Tate Gustafson, and he has reached on a fielder's choice and got a double and scored in a single. So we'll see what Skylar Blado can do with this. So Blado delivers the 1-0 pitch. Call strike at the letters, and it's 1-1.
Blado looks relaxed out there.
So the 1-1 pitch, bases loaded. A little bit low, it's 2-1. Behind the plate, Josh Nordick on the bases, Roy King. And that one's driven deep to left, and it's going to be hooking foul into the batting cage area. Oh, did it hit the post?
Hit the pole there.
I think it hit the pole, didn't it? Bounce back in. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The NDSCS Wildcats out there in the bullpen and batting cages having their evening practice. It's a 2-2 pitch from Skylar Blado. Swung on and pulled to left. Warney's going to have to go back, and it's going to hit the wall on a 1-hopper. 1 run they'll score, 2 runs they'll score, and here comes the 3rd. And Timian comes home with it, and that will be safe. And it's a 3-run double for Tate Gustafson, your number 4 hitter.
Yeah, Gustafson doing his job there, cleaning it up.
That's what you got to do when you're the number 4 hitter, ain't you?
And that ball hit hard right over the Warney's head, back to the wall. Stand-up double there.
So a 2-out stand-up double for Tate Gustafson. I've got him for 5 RBI there, buddy, so he's having a good day for him.
He's patting the stats today.
So the second time today here now, the Mustangs have batted around, and coming up to the plate is Ryder Weigel. Ryder has popped out 3 times today. He's 0 for 3. Sure he'd like to change it, but Skylar Blado's thinking, I'm going to try to get you to pop out again, as that one swung on and missed. It's 0-2.
I'm going to chase there on the outside corner.
So it's 0-2, 2 outs. Little breaking pitch there, and that was strike 3. So Weigel is caught looking, and Skylar Blado gets the strikeout for strikeout number 3. Not first before here in the top of the 4th. The Cheyenne Mustangs score 6 more, and it is now 14-0 in favor of the Cheyenne Mustangs. We'll be right back after this.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports, everybody, and thanks for joining us here, and welcome to John Randall Field in Chehankapah Park, Wahpeton, North Dakota. I want to thank any Sheyenne folks for tuning in today and watching Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, producing today's broadcast, and he's also my color analyst. Fleetfoot with one of the two singles here for the Huskies takes a strike at the belt, and it's 0-1 on Jackson. They got the music going? Hey, is the music going?
It sounds.
There, we got it.
There you go.
Forgot to shut the music off there. Sorry about that, folks. I just wanted to have the guys shut the music off. That one's outside. It should be 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jackson's like, I didn't think I had walk-up music.
Yeah. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Fleetfoot. Again, Jackson with one of the two singles here today so far for the Huskies. Curve ball, breaking ball, right back up the middle. So hot-hitting Jackson Fleetfoot gets another single right back up the middle through the box.
Yeah, just hard to keep Jackson off the bases. Just very steady at the plate as well as behind the plate.
Let's see here. Not 2 outs yet, so they're going to let Jackson continue to run, or are we going to get it?
Yep, bring him in.
We're going to get a courtesy. Jackson wanted to run there. He was getting his lead already, but coming in to run for him is Miles Hinckley. So Jackson with 2 for 2 for the day, keeping his hot streak going. That's going to bring up Jaden King again, the designated hitter here for the pitchers. And they got him over at first base on the pickoff move. So Miles Hinckley got picked off over at first base. So just like that quick, the leadoff single for the Huskies is taken away.
Yeah, tough to get back in it when you make the miscues that the Huskies have made.
So we're going back to Jaden King now. And a good move there by Brendan Hammond. Delivers a strike there to Jaden King now at the plate. King in his first at bat in the first inning struck out. That was kind of a check swing foul back into the net.
We're about an hour 30 into this contest. First pitch was at 5. Since then, all Mustangs.
So 2 strikes here now to Jaden King. 1 out. Jaden King, and then it's Caden Hockert, followed by Riley Timian up. Call strike on the outside corner, and Jaden King is retired on strikes. So 2 outs here now for the Huskies. Going to bring up Caden Hockert. He also struck out.
Yeah, Hammond certainly not making it easy for the Huskies. Just a tough goal at the plate.
He's got 9 strikeouts through actually 3 1/3 right now. Hockert swings and misses at strike 1 to Caden.
Certainly living up to that .6 ERA, that's for sure.
He might be lowering it too. Huh?
Right.
So Hammond delivers. That one's outside. Working team grabs that one on the tail end. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hammond again with 9 strikeouts on the day so far. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped that one back into Workenteen's mitt. He hung on to it, but it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 14 runs, 12 hits for the Sheyenne Mustangs. No errors, no runs. 3 hits and 3 errors for the Huskies. Outside corner. 2-2. 2 outs. Get a nice crowd here at John Randall. There's a little chopper over to first. Over to get that one is Clementson. He's going to just take a step over to his left and take the unassisted. So Hawker grounds out on the 3 unassisted for the third out here for the Huskies. And that will be the end of 4 innings of play. Right at the end of the 4th inning on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Mustangs 14, the Huskies 0. Back after this.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
You know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota, or that we've been around for over 60 years. How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Going to the top of the 5th here, John Randall Field, and we got the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for Cheyenne. That's Borgardt, Clementson, and Hagan. First pitch there delivered by Blado is strike 1. Cooper Borgardt so far on the day. Ground ball to Timian at third. Timian over to Hoffman in the dirt, and Josiah picks it out for an out. So Borgardt's retired on 5-3. Again, a nice play from Riley to Hoffman digging it out.
Yeah, Riley making a nice play there. Again, taking his time. Any time there over at third. And able to get that leadoff runner.
So up next here for the Cheyenne Mustangs is Casey Clementson. Had to look and see if they had a pinch hitter in there, but they did not. Clementson so far today has walked and scored. Popped out to Ulick in center and reached on a fielder's choice. So he is 0 for 2 on the day, but he scored twice. 1 ball.
Did that miss him?
Yeah, he must have jumped out of the way. He's had good feet. Like you, Watson. He's got,
I am
got
quick.
hops.
I am quick.
I know you are.
I know. I tell the girls, hey, I once was a player.
And once upon a time, you used to be able to dunk the ball, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they say once.
I've even seen a picture of you dunking the ball.
Yep.
Your mind out.
Photoshop's good.
Photoshop is good. Blado issues ball 4, and on the walk goes to first base is Casey Clementson. Top of the 5th here, we got 1 out. And stepping up here is the catcher, Grant Workenthien. Workenthien hit a bomb double and scored, and he grounded out to second base, and he's walked and scored. So Workenthien has had a couple of good at-bats, and he's really ripped the ball a couple of different times, but we'll see what he does here against Blado now. We got the Shrine football game coming up, too, bud. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? I was doing a little recon, if you want to call us up at me.
Oh, yeah, you did. You made a little trip today.
Checking things out.
1-on-1 here, too.
Making sure we're going to be able to get set up there. It's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, all the way up to Mayville. Swung on and in the dirt, and Fleetfoot does a good job of stopping it. It's 1-2. Yeah, we got the Shrine game on June 18th this year.
June 18th, and we're partnering up with Your Live event from up in that area, and going to be a good deal. Going to be able to put on a good production between Three Border Sports Network and Your Live event.
Sorry, buddy. That was a pretty good pitch there.
Yeah, it was.
Came in nice and fat, but didn't get the call. 2-2. Blado, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, got the strikeout. And that one might have been outside, but Workenthien didn't take a chance and swung at it and missed. And that's going to bring up now James Hagan, the number 9 hitter. So it'll be a good place for Blado to get out of this one with the number 9 hitter coming up.
Yeah, Blado's done a decent job, too, coming in here. He's looked relaxed up there, throwing hard.
Hagan swings. That's going to be a slow roller to Kappas. He's almost got a barehanded and get it over to first. Doesn't quite get it. And Caden made the nice play, but an infield single goes in the books for James Hagan.
Yeah, just a slow roller there, Joe. Just dying in the grass. And
yep.
Caden doing a good job of charging, but just not able to get there in time to make the play.
Yeah, by the time Caden got there, that thing had just barely cleared the pitcher's mound. So it gave Hagan a lot of time to get down the first baseline. So it's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Trey Stocker. Swung on and popped out to Ulick in center. Ulick going back on his horse, getting way back, and it's off the end of his glove out there in deep center. 1 run will score, and into second base with a stand-up double is Trey Stocker. I thought Torrey had that thing gauged as he took off back for it there, Brian, but it was a little bit deeper than what I thought.
Yeah, that ball was moving in a hurry, and Torrey looked like he had a good beat on it, but just on the tip of his glove and bounced out. And I'm sure he thought he ran it down.
Yeah. I think he thought he had it at the get-go, too, and that thing just kept carrying out there toward center field, and Torrey got on his horse hard. So Blado throws a little curve ball in there for a strike. So 0-1 now.
That's another one where the Huskies just inches away from getting out of the inning, and the Mustangs continue on.
1 ball, 1 strike now. Yeah, June 18th, we're looking forward to the Shrine game. I think Brian said we're partnering with your live event.
I just think that's going to be fun, Joe. I mean, they do some good things, and they're going to help with our production, and it's going to be a good co-op between two companies that are trying to bring good content to everyone on the internet.
Absolutely, and it'll be on channel 125, too, for you folks that want to be watching on 125, and be up there live from Mayville State. I almost said Mayville State College, but that's the old days. That's Mayville State University.
That's back when I played.
Yeah, swung on and fouled. It's 1-2.
Yeah, we had a fun time doing the Shrine game
last
year up at Cheyenne, actually. And, like I said, we're teaming up with Wild Lee, and that's going to allow us to expand our production.
Warney coming in, and he's not going to make the catch. Kappas was going back, and 1 run scores, and the second run will score. So
some miscommunication out there. I don't know if they lost it, but just falls in the empty spot there. You got 3 guys standing there looking at it.
So Hammond gets 2 RBI on that one there as he singles to short left field. And again, just a little bit of miscommunication or something there between Warney and Kappas. Kappas went back. Warney came in. Neither one of them could get to it. And it'll still be 2 outs as we are at 17-0. That one just off of Fleetfoot's glove, and outside it's ball 1.
I think Warney might have lost that one a little bit.
It might have been Sun trouble, too. Yeah.
Hesitated a little bit.
Yep. The Sun definitely in the left field and third baseman's eyes. That's popped up straight up in the air. And first base side, Hoffman, and Hockert calls him off. So Hockert gets the fly ball out, and the side is retired, but not before the Cheyenne Mustangs can score 3 runs here in the top of the 5th, and they've got 17 total on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Mustangs 17, the Huskies 0 back after this.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Bottom of the 5th, Big Riley Timian fouls that one back into the net, and it's strike 1 from the pitcher, Brennan Hammond. Again, Hammond having a great day here on the hill. He's got 9 strikeouts and just held the Huskies in check here with 2 base hits. That one's going to be a strike on the low outside corner. It's 0-2 now to Riley Timian. First pitch was at 5:06, and we are just now past 6:39. There's a call strike, and that'll be strikeout number 10 for Hammond.
Hammond just not wasting any time out there.
No. Out of the 10 strikeouts, he's caught 3 of the Huskies looking on called third strike. Unofficially in my book anyway, or should I say, nope, I'll say 4. 4 looking. And now batting, I think we might have a pinch hitter here that I missed. Jack Ridnour, I think. Is that Jack batting? Mike, is that Jack? Oh, is it Keegan Lynch? Okay. I didn't see the number. So number 19 is Keegan Lynch at the plate for the Huskies. So Keegan now behind Hammond 1-2. And Hammond just going to go right after him, strike 3 on the foul tip. So Keegan Lynch goes down on strikes. So that is strikeout number 11. And that's going to bring up Sterling Warney, the left fielder. Gavin Schroeder, the number 9 hitter, if he doesn't get up here, he only got the bat once in this game. Warney takes away, first ball 1. Sterling having a good spring for the Huskies here, too, offensively for the Huskies. He's having a good year offensively. I know Coach talked about him in the coach's show. It's ball 2.
Yeah, don't let the score fool you. This is a Husky team that can get it done. You know, they've got some good bats, and they can play some good defense, and so I wouldn't let this score fool you. Hammond's done a great job on the mound, and the Mustangs have been able to capitalize at the plate.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Mindak Farmers Co-op, as the count now goes to 3-1.
Look like some of the BW Storm players are coming in after their game today.
Oh, yeah, they had a game over against Rossay today. We'll see if we can get a score and give that to you in the second game. There's a pop fly out to right field. Borgardt got to give chase, and it drops it in his glove as it was in his glove as he got to the line, and it popped right out of his glove. So Warney reaches on an air.
Yeah, just
and the inning is extended for the Huskies. Go ahead,
there, Joe. Just another one, kind of like you look out there in center field where you kind of thought you were going to get to it, and it just bounces right out of the glove. A little squishy over there.
Yeah, it is over on the right field side, too. Yep.
You know, you start to approach it, and you're not sure of your footing, and break your concentration and let that one fall to the ground.
Gavin Schroeder takes that one outside and gets back to the backstop here as Sterling Warney hustles down to second base on the wild pitch. I think Hammond was a little bit frustrated there that he didn't get the final out and probably overthrew that one a little bit.
Yeah, he did. You know, when he's missed, he has missed low and away, and Workington just not able to get that one. He's done a good job behind the plate most of today, and that one just got away.
So Schroeder at the plate here, the number 9 hitter, getting his second at bat of the day. That one's again off the corner. It's ball 2.
Looks like the BW Storm won 4-2.
Did they beat Rossay 4-2?
They
Good
did.
for the Storm.
Thanks to Mr. Robert Wanick there for reporting that score.
Thank you, Robert. Daily News reporter. That one's high and away. It's ball 3 now to Gavin Schroeder. So it's 3-0 now to Gavin Schroeder. Runner at second base is Sterling Warney. As Hammond now is trying to get rid of the number 9 hitter here so he doesn't have to face the top of the order for the Huskies. That one's in the dirt and the outside, so it's ball 4 issued to Gavin Schroeder. The first walk of the day here by Hammond. And now it'll bring up the top of the order, Torrey Ulick for the Huskies. The Huskies need to score 8 here, Brian, to keep it going.
And Hammond hasn't missed much, but when he does, it's been low and away like that. And that's the same spot where that ball had the pass ball there, the wild pitch.
I didn't keep track of the pitch counts, but I don't think he's had too many full counts either. But
No, he hasn't,
He did
Joe.
walk Schroeder here on 5 pitches. So, going to bring up the lefty Torrey Ulick. Torrey so far has struck out and singled. Little dribbler down the third baseline that he beat out. That one's inside and tight. It's ball 1.
Yeah, for Hammond, you get to this point, you get this far in the game, and you feel like you should just be able to end it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you let a couple on, you get a little frustrated. And see if we can close it out here.
Runners at first and second for the Huskies. Hammond delivers inside. Nope, strike 1 on the inside corner. So it's 1-1 now to Torrey Ulick. I was going to say in the Shrine game, Brian, we've got local product Blake Schaefer going to be in the game for the Wahpeton Huskies, and that one's fouled out of play toward the old concession stand. It's 1-2.
Yeah, Schaefer just had a great career, great
Boy,
senior year for the Huskies.
I believe he's going to Valley City.
I think so. I think you're right there. But just blossomed as a junior and then just had a great senior season, breaking all kinds of passing records for the Huskies.
And I'm sure we've got some Cheyenne players going to the Shrine game as well, so don't have the rosters in front of me as Ulick fouls that one out of play too, and it remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. So I'm sure Cheyenne's got some players on that team too.
I'm going to say they're going to have a few.
We didn't cover AA football on Three Borders Sports, but I'm sure Cheyenne's got a few players.
Yeah, this just in. Cheyenne pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, this just in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Torrey Ulick. Runners at first and second. And that one's fouled away too, underneath his feet. He rolls down the dugout line there, and it'll remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, there's a 9-man game and an 11-man game. We'll have them both. If you're interested in advertising with us or sponsoring us, give us a call or an email or a Facebook message. We'll sure be happy to talk to you about it. That one's low in the dirt. It's 2-2, so good eye there by Torrey to get the count even at 2-2.
Yeah, Hammond just starting to look a little frustrated out there.
I think
like,
so.
He had it going really good, and like I said, he felt like he could get out of this thing, and now it just feels like he's just a little frustrated to not have to end the game yet.
Yeah. He walks Schroeder, and now he's struggling here with Torrey Ulick as that one gets away, I believe, from Workentine, and it runs over to the Huskies bench, and that one's thrown away into the Cheyenne dugout, and then coming home is Warney. And Warney scores the first run of the game here on the errant throw by Workentine.
So the Huskies keep plugging along, and they get 1, and we'll see how Hammond handles that.
Yeah.
I mean, really, he just got to go back to what he was doing and not worrying about, getting the shutout. It's gone now.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's what he was concerned about. He wanted to get the shutout.
Yep. And now he's going back to the windup, and he's out of the stretch with a full count to Torrey Ulick. So see if Torrey can extend the inning. Swung on and missed, and there is strike 3 for Brennan Hammond and the victory for the Mustangs. So we'll be back with our post-game show brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative right after these messages. Once again, your final score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 17-1 in favor of the Mustangs. Back after this with our post-game show up next. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you. your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Welcome back to John Randall Field at beautiful Chihinkapa Park here in downtown Wahpeton, right off the Red River of the North. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson. Your final score here, the Mustangs defeat the Wahpeton Huskies 17-1. 17 runs, 15 hits, and 1 error for the Mustangs. 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. 3 errors, I believe it was, for the Huskies. So 1, 3, and 3. And I believe 8 left on base for the Mustangs, and I had 3 left on base for the Huskies. Brian, you got to give credit to Brendan Hammond. He shut down the Huskies offense today. 12 strikeouts, and out of those 12 strikeouts, he had 3 innings with 3 strikeouts in the inning. He had all 3 recorded as strikeouts.
Just as advertised, Joe, 0.6 ERA definitely showed that that's no joke, that's no fluke. And really had a chance for a shutout. And I think, after he gave up the walk there, kind of got a little frustrated and then just let one slip in. But a great day on the mound there for Brendan Hammond.
Welcome to our post-game show brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative, offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for full-time employment. Check out their webpage at www.mdf.coop. Our Mindak Farmers Cooperative post-game show. Again, the Huskies fall 17-1. Again, the BW Storm victorious today over Rosse, 4-2 winners. We haven't gotten a report on the Cowboys yet. They were playing the Perham Yellow Jackets.
They had a makeup game today. They were playing Perham.
Yeah.
That game at Cowboy Field.
You'll have to check your sources there, Brian, and see if we can get something. So Wahpeton falls to 1-2 in the EDC, and Sheyenne improves to 3-0 here in game number 1, and game number 2 will be coming up here in 15 or 20 minutes whenever they get everything ready and the teams get their talking tos. And we'll be back here with game number 2 on Three Borders Sports Network. Brian, our link will be on the...
Links are already out there on Facebook. Also, you can go to our webpage, and the link is there. Okay. And you can also search for it on YouTube.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll get the starting lineups from the coaches respectively, and we'll be back here with game number 2. And game number 1 here in the EDC conference game, the Sheyenne Mustangs 17, the Wahpeton Huskies 1. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. We'll be back with game number 2 here in just a little bit. We'll be right back, and thanks for watching Three Borders Sports Network.